last option now on the Origen side. This will give us clarity. I'm anticipating Syndra to go mid. They first picked it yesterday, I believe, for Nukeduck as well. And now with the Aatrox up in the top lane. Not too unfamiliar comp on the side of Origen.
Well, the thing is, I would say that it's uncharacteristic. Yesterday, we saw a very early game focused comp from Origen, and we're seeing it again. Now, right now, invade is that they want to actually do a full clear. And notice that Gilius doesn't take all the wolves. He's just taking enough to get level 3. Now he's going for a gank mid.
All right, let's take a look. Flash is available to Nukeduck. He's going to use the dash away, and despite the Sonic Wave, now the movement speed buff will help out Nukeduck. There comes Xerxe. Gilius with the respect flash early, had the big ball. Bristle flashed forward. Gilius could have been in trouble, but he was out of there early enough.
Yeah, that was well played by Nukeduck, and honestly, the fact that Gilius loses his opportunity, but now Schalke's bot lane's overextended, Xerxe looking for the play.
That's a very good tongue lash. The slow down, flash away though. Xerxe's already secured 2. Sidestep from Neon, very cheeky. I think he anticipated that scat to the weak. Absolutely ready for it, but look at this turnaround damage. I don't think there's kill threat without summoners. But Xerxe does have to run for his life. He's rooted under the tower. And if Gilius is bold enough, maybe goes for a dive, but doesn't do it. Instead, Xerxe, he gets to summon a spell. And once again, a good sidestep. Rocket grab again. This is a lot of skirmishing 3 minutes in, and it's just been non-stop trading.
So the problem for Origen is that they've now lost a lot, and we don't have time to break it down because Gilius already looking for another gank.
Nukeduck still has flash, and he had the ability to escape with the relentless pursuit, so optimistic ability. What do you think about how these teams are going to transition from this laning phase a little later? Because we've already alluded, we'll get to that in a second, is now it's a teleport straight down. Now, I heard somebody say yesterday, if you teleport into lane, it's almost enough to just die. Not enough for a gobble, but TP and flash blown. Bold teleport choice from Upsets.
Yeah, I think that, but also, remember the Origen's comp is very much about getting early game advantages, and when you're drafting for the early game, when you're very much about lane dominance.
The big picture, right?
Sure.
Last week, if you compare their performances, etc. But I mean, when we jump back onto the...
Yeah, so when you're Akali, when you're an assassin, you're like, there's only one CC I'm really scared of.
What I love is the caveat. You know, Akali can beat Alphari, no correction. Akali can beat Aatrox, but this Alphari Aatrox is a different beast because now you need to add the pilot into the conversation. Alphari was able to escape there despite the engage, and the Rift Herald is available. This will be a big summon so they can see the dragon as you talked about.
Yes. I think that Schalke wanted to do this a little bit earlier because now sieging onto this tower will be a little bit harder because they're definitely not going to secure it, but they will get a lot of damage down. And as you rightly said, Origen going to secure themselves the mantra.
So it's still very even gold. The tower plates will give an advantage here to Schalke, but there's a tower go. Rift Herald has just been taken up. 3 teleports up to the top. Odo's arrived. He gets interrupted by Scout of the Week. The kick back into Upset. He's going low. Finally taken down. Then first blood secured. My God, Gilius himself. He finds a second onto Jactroll, and now Gall with the fourth card. Throws Alphari into the air. Dreams gobbles up Neon to escape, and here comes Xerxe. The prison locks up the catfish, and Dreams stays alive. That's a dash over towards Abbedagge, and Schalke 3 kills on the dive, and they may get the tower as well.
Well, I don't think they will, so...
Ooh!
Yeah, because Alphari survived and because Xerxe has shown up, Origen are able to stop the dive, but Schalke still accelerating their gold lead. They're the one.
But the thing to note for me is that Schalke made the first tower dive, they got the first dragon, they got the first herald. Chains will pull Odoamne back. He's got flash as well as the ultimate available, but if you look at the minimap, the entire Schalke army, Royal Blue, are flying north. They are looking for an engage. Jactroll will not be caught out. That's a kick onto Upset. The Sonic Wave finds his target. God, Gilius strikes again. Now Alphari's the next one. Abbedagge dashes all the way forward with a perfect execution. Now turns attention to Xerxe. The gobble's not available just yet, but the first tower of the game is about to fall. And this is what I was talking about. It is Schalke on the front foot. It is Schalke taking the advantages.
Yeah, it certainly is, QuickShot. Now look, this gold lead has accelerated to 3K. Ults available, a lot are on cooldown, so maybe Schalke don't want to force it.
Oh, they're feeling confident.
They're feeling confident.
I mean, Gilius has got his kick up, so he's going to say, I want this fight. Jactroll with a decent rocket grab. Here comes Gilius over the wall. He's still got the kick. Alphari's going to be pushed away from the side. Odo's taking a lot of damage, and Nukeduck's culling.
Damage, really
melting through Dreams. OG have the hit points to play with. Call of the Forge God is a few seconds away, but the call is to concede. The call is to cancel. And they have backed away. Drake, number 2, goes the way of Origen.
Yeah, I think that because Schalke's ultimates were all
On a foot in the game, the Dragons are a real threat, and you cannot discount their team fighting as well, especially if they're able to find some picks like this one. So Nukeduck can be pretty happy. This is a teleport coming in. Upset flash for that as well because of the risk from behind. The railgun comes up, but Gilius finds a kick. Upset escape. Xerxe is very low. Abbedagge is looking for the execution. He finds one. Now all of a sudden Origen are caught out. I thought this looked so good to start with, but Schalke are now somewhat split up. Gilius, if he can find a Sonic Wave, maybe he can find the execute. It ends up being a 1-for-1, but I didn't see the summoners blown as well.
Yeah, ultimately you're trading Upset for Odoamne as well, which I think Schalke's going to be like, yeah, okay, that's a fine trade. We're cool with that. Odoamne, his value later on is just going to be a meat shield and to just offer that ultimate, whereas Upset, him being dead means less gold, less XP. One of the big carries are going down as well. So Schalke are going to use this window to actually drop the Rift Herald down, threaten that mid-tier 1 even more. And what looked like a promising pick initially for Origen ends up
Professional players.
Yep.
And right now, he's definitely on the in a good way.
Yeah.
But those screams are not always positive.
No, they're not. I mean, whenever Gilius is on a roster, I mean, everyone jokes about how, like, Kickers is waiting in the wings to take his spot.
We've
you know
done
what I mean?
ourselves.
Right? And so I feel like that right now with his level of play, especially with the fact that his champion pool was attacked in this draft. He was pretty much forced onto the Lee Sin, saying like, do you have any other champions? And he's like, well, I've got to go back to my tried and true. And it turns out when you put him on his tried and true,
yes,
he's very successful on it and he has a great game. So I think that Gilius
Does that make you more worried for Origen? 4% to 8.3%. And that's also significantly more because the number of scenarios are just over 500,000. And let's see, this dragon could be influential. If Origen pick it up, they are 1 away from the soul. Yes, you've got a very good rocket grab onto Odoamne. He's going low. The Devour was fantastic from Dreams. Bought a lot of time. Call of the Forge God splits OG. And now Abbedagge. He's already taken down Nukeduck. He flashes to safety. The tower's still up. OG are wrecked. OG are locked in between the Royal Blue. And they are going to get aced. There is no doubt in my mind. And that felt to me like Origen were dancing in the river. But that had to be it.
A 5-0 in favor of Schalke. A clean ace against Origen. That was flawless from Schalke. Beautifully done. And like, what else is there to say? Schalke are making the dream run happen.
Can you
still stand a chance of making it to playoffs, right? It's just that
60% now, drop to 30 if they lose this game.
And that's the most important thing. Things get really hard.
Okay, I get
when you lose games like this.
So right now they're Vegeta at 60%, right? A loss puts them at Krillin, and if they lose again, they hit Yamcha. That's the tier. Do you think fans will buy into that?
I mean, I'm curious as to how many Dragon Ball fans there are out there.
There's a lot.
I hope there's a lot.
My Twitter will tell me.
But I can already hear my DMs from the pitcher just being like, why are you calling us Yamcha? What does that mean?
No, I did. See, that's why I'm protecting you.
Yeah.
Martin, this is for leaving me.
Yeah.
But Schalke are 5 towers.
Like, I would say that Fnatic's more of Vegeta. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
Like, they're a better representation of Vegeta. Like, I would say that... Hang on a second, because it looks like Abbedagge is about to get collapsed on. I'll give you my analogy in a second. You're going to love it.
No hourglass yet. All right, that's a flash forward. That's a punch up. Very nicely done.
Very dead.
They're going to get more as well. That's a teleport from Odo. He's going to fellow his breath backwards. Instantly pulled by the rocket grab. Going to regret that TP in the morning.
Okay, this is a huge pick now because Origen can immediately rush towards the ban. With 2 dead, 2 of the big engage tools, 40 seconds, this is exactly the play Origen needed to be able to swing this game back in their control.
God Gilius giveth, God Gilius taketh.
If he steals this Baron,
God Gilius needs to rise up for the Royal Blue and Schalke no fear. He's got Flash, he's got Smite,
Neon's still here as well.
From Neon, 4,000 HP, 3,000 HP, 2,500.
Oh, he got
to the rocket grab, pulled inside, Flash dive goes back in. Gilius,
he steals it!
He does it! Gilius, you are a god amongst men!
Bow to your lord in God Gilius! One does not steal a Baron from him!
The Ultra Instinct play in the pit after rocket grab to flash out. Vedius, you were spot on. Dream smited first. was then secured by Gilius. They even had the marketing on point to let him get the final shot. And of course, higher level, that's why. Nevertheless, now with Baron, 40 seconds left, Schalke under the tower. We are flabbergasted on the caster desk as the turret does fall with the Velo's breath, as well as the push forward from Odo. Summoner Heal comes out from Dreams. Sonic Wave on Jactroll. Gilius is not going to follow that one. Minion Wave pushing middle and bottom, as now the inhibitor turret is under siege.
Was like the correct thing to do, and if they do that, suddenly there's a real opportunity for them. Here we see another pick coming in. Gilius, though, takes 0 damage. He just goes into the fray.
Goodbye, Jactroll. He puts the silence out, and it's going to be a kill.
Oh, Abbedagge!
Look at that! Just dancing in the shadows and doesn't care. Alphari's picking a fight with Neon and Dreams keeps Neon alive. The flash over, looking for the gobble, gobble, gobble. That's a lobster to be eaten up, but Dreams cannot find the last hit. Call to the Forge God, knocks Bristle and Sejuani up in the air. Gets blown up before the GA can even pop. 0-0-13, make that 14 for Neon. 0-0-11. Schalke Null Fear secured 17 kills, conceded 5. They will pick up their 5th win, their 4th in a row. They will double the number of scenarios, percentage-wise. 8% of scenarios. Schalke, I believe in the miracle run.
The miracle run is alive. I don't know what these guys have been eating for breakfast, but they do not want to stop. They are playing fantastic right now. The Super Week is coming up next week. They will have 3 more games of the split. They have the ability to go up to 8 and 10. And because of how close our standings are, things are only getting spicier. Origen have to be feeling frustrated. The pressure is continuing to mount. They are still not out of playoffs yet, but that road has suddenly become so much.